My girlfriend's awesome at a lot of things. The one thing she's not awesome at? Video games. Until now, this is GirlfriendVS. Portland Retro Gaming Expo.
We went to the Portland Retro Gaming Convention.
Portland has always been described to me as the mecca of the retro video game expos.
I expected to go into unknown territory for me, and I did.
What did I expect to get out of this? Well, video games.
Boyfriend.
I think most importantly though, I wanted Girlfriend to have a good time. Girlfriend had to have fun at Portland. That's it. So, Boyfriend here took it upon himself to book the hotel room.
Which might not have been the best idea.
Oh, the hotel story.
Well...
So we go into the front office.
And it had these signs about how you couldn't have guests in your room after 8 o'clock at night, or if people stayed longer than a certain period of time, that you would be charged.
I don't know what kind of person has someone stay less than an hour in a hotel room with them.
It was a bit...
Girlfriend looks at me and she goes, "How did you find this place?"
So we go in the room, and then we look to the side and we see...
The pool is completely empty. There's like a tarp hanging in it. I mean, it's like the dirtiest old pool I ever seen. It looks like it hasn't been used for years.
And then you look to your right, and there was caution tape all on the stairs.
You know, caution tape. That yellow, inviting caution tape.
And then we go in the room.
I put the key into the door. Girlfriend goes,
"Okay, we're staying one night, and then we should really change hotels." And then we went inside the room.
There was stains from who knows what, kinda everywhere.
And it smelled really bad.
It smelled like straight up urine.
Urine and bleach.
It was terrible.
I didn't even put my bags down. I just said to Boyfriend, "Okay, we're leaving right now. We have to get back in the car. We need to leave."
I'm like, fair enough, that seems fair.
So they were very nice, and they gave us a refund, and Boyfriend is now banned from choosing the hotel again.
So that was our introduction to Portland. So now it's Friday, and the convention doesn't start until tomorrow, so we got a whole day to kill in Portland. So what do? Go sightseeing? Nah, let's meet up with all of our friends who are in town early too.
And we went to a pizza place. We went for lunch with NES Complex, Arcade Impossible, Wood, and who else was there? Billy from Texas. So then we went back to the convention center, which actually wasn't open yet, but for some reason we just walked straight in and started looking around, and we saw people setting up, and it was really cool.
We are in Portland. This is so cool. Portland! Yeah. Come on, come on. Tomorrow this is going to be filled with games and people playing games and people bartering for games and then me.
But the one thing that kind of got completely set up is this little section of the room where they have like two kind of retro style living rooms set up with old consoles that you could play.
We'll move that, you can try it. That button, all it's going to do is start him dropping bombs, and all you have to do is catch the bombs he drops.
Cool.
Don't mess up. Yeah.
Oh! Wow. I think you beat Chris's score.
217.
That is a lie.
I felt quite good about how well I did in the hamburger game because it got fast really, really quickly. quite fun.
And then we got into kind of like a high score contest on who could get the highest score on Kaboom, and Wood was kicking everyone's butt.
I can't. Wait, Chris, what did you get?
370.
Oh, look, 600.
It was amazing.
Wood got 600.
That guy was like a savant on that thing. He was just back and forth. You couldn't even keep up with it.
So I played hamburger on one side. I don't know if it's even called that, but hamburger on one side. And then on the other side, Retro Liberty were playing a ninja game.
I got it!
You exploded the stuff.
Hit that.
I was terrible at the ninja game.
That is one of those games that just defines NES hard. And she got her butt kicked.
Just keep jumping off.
Oh, I know that sound.
Fell down a hole.
Also at the convention centre, we met Stumptown Retro, or the Portlandian. On the first night, he took us to Killer Burger, which was a really nice burger actually that we had.
Thank you, Portlandian. You hooked us up so much. I mean, we got around Portland because of you. So Friday night we went to Ground Control, which is kind of the famous barcade in Portland, and it totally lives up to its name.
Boyfriend and I, we played the X-Men game.
This is one of my favorite beat-em-ups of all time. I really remember this from my childhood. But the best part was, we beat it. Girlfriend finally beat a video game.
It was the only game I have ever finished. Ever finished. And it was at Ground Control, and Boyfriend was stood next to me.
I was so happy we shared that moment together.
And it was a beat 'em up.
Man, that first day of the convention, it was like Christmas morning. I was so excited. I was running around my hotel room.
I thought he was going to burst out of his skin to go to the expo.
And I'm like, we just got to go to will call, pick up our tickets, and we'll be smooth sailing. We'll just walk right in. Boy, was I wrong.
So we had to stand in really long lines for quite a while.
But to be honest, it wasn't too bad. Waiting in line was fun. You're talking with people, you're hanging out, and then before you know it, you're at will call and you're in the front doors. What is it like walking onto the convention floor for the first time? Overwhelming.
We were going to go up and down the aisles and look at everything. And I was getting a headache looking from left to right. There was so much there. It was sensory overload.
But the one thing that was great that you didn't have to spend money on was the arcade.
It wasn't just 3 arcade games that were on. It must have been like 150 arcades were there.
And you don't just run across a free play arcade ever.
The one that I liked was called, it was a driving game where you were in a kind of truck and then you came out of the truck and then you just kind of drove along really, and there were some cars that wanted to obviously get you off the road and ram you, or they put their knives that they had in the wheels like into you. Not that I really understood where the final point was or what the big boss was. I did like that one. I like that game. Spy Hunter. It's a good one.
I started playing R-Type and I got really into it. Oh man, I just love shooters in the arcade, you know, and I'd never gotten to play R-Type before. I'd always wanted to play it and I had such a blast.
Okay, so I've lost everybody. I'm here in Portland at the Retro Gaming Expo. Look, I don't know if that guy's dressed up or if he's just wearing pink. I actually don't know. Oh yeah, look, I bought this. This fantastic little thing. Still can't find boyfriend. But you know, I'm finding fun and finding kind of just like so many buttons. There are just so many buttons. Look, I found him! Yeah.
One of the games I was really excited to pick up was Gamester81 the game. I knew he was selling his ColecoVision game at the convention.
We met him at his little stall because he'd actually made his own game. I thought that was, you know, pretty impressive.
He had a little screen set up with a ColecoVision to play some games, and I think even Girlfriend played some games with Retro Liberty. I think she played like Flappy Bird.
Everybody pay attention. She's getting it!
Oh!
No pressure.
8!
I think one of the highlights of the trip though was Girlfriend bought her first video game ever.
So I think I really bonded with Jason from Arcade Impossible. There were just a couple of times when we were walking along in groups and he and I just happened to be stood next to each other and we talked about this game that I'd played a very long time ago.
Now, something fun I want to do really quick is before we show what game she got, I want you to pause the video. Pause the video right now and leave a comment on what you think Girlfriend's first video game she ever got was. I'm interested to see what everyone comes up with.
So girlfriend,
Yeah.
tell us what's happening right now.
Well, Jason found me this game, which I played a long time ago and was really fun.
Chef's Love Shack for Dreamcast.
I remember it being so fun when I played it years and years and years ago. You're buzzing and there'd be Cartman and all the others.
I would have never guessed in a million years that was the game she was gonna get.
And I'm really excited. Thank you so much for finding this in the...
All right, let's see the exchange of money.
Where's that $5?
I thought it was going to be really expensive because I don't know about these things, and it was only $5. So I thought, how great! To me, it's a find. To them, they don't want it.
Congratulations on your first game. Yay! Yes. Thank you.
Whoa!
Look at that!
You did it!
Yeah. And it's American.
So I bought my game. I bought my first game, Chef's Love Shack.
Putting it in my bag. Oh my god, this is so cool!
The second night we went to ground control, there seemed to be a lot less people there. so it wasn't quite as crowded, so we could get on more games.
Girlfriend was really getting a crash course in video games this weekend. She played so much.
Oh yes, the Portlandian showed me how to play Dig Dug. And Dig Dug, he said, was his favourite game at ground control, I think. I again did not have the skill that that game needed to play it properly.
And then Girlfriend and I had a really fun time playing Sunset Riders with Vintage Video Game Geek. We know exactly what we're doing. Girlfriend's trying to figure out what to do.
You'd gallop about 6 car lengths and then you've got to put in another quarter to keep going. So that was a quarter eater. Is that what you call those games? A quarter eater? So NES Complex and Retro Liberty had a really fun panel where it was kind of like trivia, where people would guess what song fitted which video game.
If you don't know by that, you ain't gonna know it. Wait. That's it!
And I gotta give it up to these guys. This was such a fun panel and such a great idea.
And it was really exciting because you didn't know what was gonna come up, and a lot of people said, oh, they just didn't know, so they had to go and sit down or go to the back of the line and start again.
I'm purposely skipping like the really hard ones now because I feel bad. There's some pretty hard ones in here.
I didn't line up and guess, but Boyfriend did.
And I gotta be honest, I think Aaron gave me a pretty easy one.
Shut up, dude! Get out of here.
And he won!
And what was great was the cardboard at their autograph table afterwards. A bunch of us signed it, so like Vintage and me and Girlfriend and Arcade Impossible. We all signed it, it was great. Yeah, it was just a fun time. So the convention floor is pretty big. I mean, that's a lot of ground to cover. And so how do you do that? You fly, of course.
So we go, and away we went. And it was so much fun. Carefree, flying around like you were Superman. Absolutely excellent.
Girlfriend and I, we flew everywhere. If we were going from the vendors to the arcade, we flew. If we were going from the arcade to the bathroom, we flew. If we wanted to go check out the Tetris tournament, we flew. We flew everywhere. It was fun. You know why? Because flying is better than walking. At the end of the expo, it was really sad to say goodbye to everybody, because even though we'd only been there like just over 48 hours, it seemed like we'd got to know people well, and we'd all bonded and we'd all played video games together, and it was really, really fun, and it was just really sad to say goodbye. I feel so lucky that Girlfriend and I got to be a part of this, and we got to meet so many great and wonderful people. Fans, friends. I don't even like to call them fans because immediately you become friends. You know, I met so many friends at Portland.
I miss you.
And when we left, I knew Girlfriend had a good time, and that right there was worth the trip in and of itself. It didn't matter what games I got. It didn't matter if we filmed enough footage for YouTube. What mattered was Girlfriend had a good time, and we had a good time together, and we totally did. It was amazing. It really was. biggest question on everyone's mind is probably, will Boyfriend and Girlfriend be making an appearance at Portland Retro Gaming Expo 2015?
And the answer is maybe. I mean, yes.
I knew it. That is a unanimous yes. We had so much fun,
We really
and we
did.
can't wait to see everyone again next year, and hopefully we'll see them sooner than that.
Yeah.
But if not,
Next year.
next year it is.
Bye, guys.
If you can do us a favor, like, comment, subscribe, and
Share.
share. And until next time, guys, we will
Rock you.
see you later.
Oh, see you later.
And rock you.
So many buttons.